I very much welcome the publication of this strategy, not least because it incorporates many of the recommendations of the All-Party Parliamentary Group on Social Integration that the members for Bradford West, Bethnal Green and Bow and Oldham are part of. And I also very much welcome the fact that the Secretary of State acknowledges that integration is a two-way street, and he doesn't fall into the trap of conflating integration with counter-terror, which I think has been deeply unhelpful in the past. But can I ask him two questions? The first is, it is so important that we emphasise that the 750,000 people that he refers to who aren't fully proficient in English, that we emphasise that they want to learn English. The fact that they don't know English well is not because they don't want to. Just like his mother, they want to learn English. The second point is, much of our discourse across the House today has looked at divisions along racial lines, immigration lines and religious lines, but actually the divisions go beyond that. We have major divisions in this country between the different generations, and most importantly, we cannot forget the big divisions between the socio-economic classes in our country too, and I hope in his implementation of this strategy that he takes that on board and looks at integration in that holistic way, bringing in all the characteristics that sometimes divide us from each other. But on the whole, I think this is a very positive move by the government today.
Secretary of State.
Well, first, Madam Speaker, let me thank my honourable gentleman, not just for the honourable gentleman for the comments that he made, but also the work that he's done as the chair of the APPG on integration. And the report that he referred to, when it was published, I read it carefully, and it actually has helped me and my team to develop this strategy today. So I very much welcome the work that he does and he continues to do on this very important issue. He's also right to emphasise that it's a two-way street. I very much agree with him on that. It's in the strategy, and I think that's very important, as well as emphasising this is all about integration and community integration and building that cohesion and not about extremism. He's right to emphasise that. On his two questions about people wanting to learn English, I mean, of course, there will be perhaps, let's say, a small minority of people that don't see the advantages, but then it's our job to make sure that they realise how it can really help them, and so we have a role to play there. But again, from the example that I just saw this morning in Waltham Forest is a fantastic example of all the women I met. They were so eager to learn and then so eager to show off how well they could speak English in just a matter of a year or so. So it was good to see, and he's absolutely right on his final point about you breaking down divisions and taking that, as he described it rightly, as a holistic approach and not through a sort of narrow window, and I very much agree with him on that.